to thank God, Goddess, Ancestor, Spirit Guides for placing vulnerable people in my path. Um, we started a conversation talking about a lot of things. I was just giving compliments. I'm not big on giving compliments, but I definitely give them when I feel like they're warranted. So, um, just the situation that happened yesterday that led to a conversation that gave me pause to start thinking about coming through and sharing some information and saying what was on my heart about this situation. And thanking God, Goddess, and the ancestors for placing vulnerable people in my path. I make a point to try to see God in all people. That's so challenging at times. Um, and you have to recognize, people that are not tapped into their God image. So I'm not talking about them. We were talking, exchanging compliments with each other, and the conversation just got vulnerable very early on. That usually happens when free spirits connect. And I made the comment, we started talking about zodiac signs, and everybody has their zodiac experience where, oh, cancers are this way, oh, Geminis are this way, oh, Virgos are this way, blah blah blah. And I fell into that cringeworthy part of the conversation. I probably initiated it just out of repetition and really not meaning any harm. And I just met this person. They were working at the restaurant that I was having breakfast at. And the person said, oh, well, I'm that zodiac sign. Do you at least love me? And I was like, oh, of course. And that all sounds off and it all sounds fake, but it's not. I did love that person and the energy that they were sharing with me in that moment, first time I ever met them. And when I left and I thought about that person and what type of brokenness they may have experienced and just being that authentic version of themselves, for them to ask a complete stranger that they felt some kind of connection with, well, do you love me at least? Because I made some half-wit conversation about a zodiac sign. And then they said what theirs was. And then they just went inside themselves and said, well, do you at least love me? That stuck with me, so much so that I probably will go back to that restaurant just to pour a little bit more of love and kindness into that person. Because it's a cold world and people are so opinionated. People are really fucking crazy, just insane. And it's not okay. I learned at a very early age that I didn't like when people made fun of people and put people down for no reason. I noticed that by the time I was in the fifth grade. So what is that, 8 years old? I noticed that I didn't like that. And the older I got, the more I would stay away from people that did that. So going back to the whole zodiac thing, I believe we all represent all zodiac signs at various aspects of our personality in the way that we respond. And if you look at the whole natal chart thing, where you have different aspects of different zodiacs, all 12 zodiac signs are in each person. It's just like, what's your sun? What's your rising? What's your dominant? Whatever. But part of your lifetime karma, whatever is represented in other signs. And so I look to see the God in every person that I meet. I try to. It doesn't always come across. Some people are master of disguises in suppressing their beauty. Their beauty. Their beauty. And yeah, I say most of my family are masters at suppressing the God beauty in them. God bless them. God love them. So I'm grateful for the solidarity of solitary. I'm grateful for tapping into and noticing the vulnerability of other people. And I'm grateful that I've always had the type of personality, in acting class, they would call it ethos, that you have this believability about you, that people connect with that. And for the right frequencies, they tap into it and they feel safe. They feel like I'm a safe person for them to express themselves. And this is another reason why babies love me. Animals be trying to like on me, and I'll be like, baby, I'm just not gonna be able to do it for you. Strange animal. I'm not gonna be able to do it for you. Um, but that's why they feel at ease and feel this vulnerability around me. And I had said for years when I was detoxing from relationships and family members and friendships that were just not beautiful. They just were not beautiful experiences. They were forced. And I just kept on saying, God, I want to be around people and somebody that I can feel vulnerable with. I just want to be vulnerable and not be attacked, picked apart, judged, because it's so foreign and so weird to the people that I'm around that they don't know what to do with it, so they attack it. I'm like, man, deliver me from this. I want to be vulnerable. So, vulnerable spirits, ooh, I see you. For the people that I was talking about, I know you don't feel the same. A lot of people have fear of being vulnerable because of what vulnerability has cost them in the past. And typically they were dealing with somebody that was had a poverty mindset, says I'm not financially stable. And the poverty is literally a mindset that becomes a full blown out experience that becomes a comfortable tradition. And that can really mess things up. And for those vulnerable spirits that feel so drawn to me, I am a safe space. There was another lady that was in that situation. She asked me not to leave. We were both there by ourselves, and she was feeling down and she was drinking. I don't typically drink, but I had a mimosa with my breakfast, and she asked me could she sit with me. I'm like, sure. And then she didn't want me to leave, and she was trying to pour some of her drink in my drink. I'm just like, pour that in a glass. You're gonna be responsible for drinking it. I don't drink like that. I've had all I'm gonna have. But again, that vulnerability and just feeling so comfortable with me, that they can look within, that thing, that each person is a mirror for us, right? That we see ourselves in other people. And that would just frustrate me so when people would say that, oh, they're reflecting you back. And I'm just like, X word, cuss word, you got life effed up word. I've never been that. And then I started to look and say, okay, you may not have been that specific thing, but whatever that root cause is for that thing, you've experienced that. And they're just coming off in a much rougher way than you would. So to try again to see yourself in other people and find the love where you can. And if you can't find the love, get away. Get away, stay away. But again, this is talking about vulnerable spirits and how we're drawn to each other. Oh, friendliness. I am kind, but I'm not friendly, if that makes sense. I am kind to people, but I do not want to exchange your phone number and come hang out with you later. I'm just like, let me love on you while I love on you, and I'll see you later. Friendliness, you are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Y'all see how this works? Yeah. And I hope that that's true for you. I'd like to believe that the people that tap into this channel, that that's what y'all come here for, because it's a familiar spirit. It's a safe space. And you can come here and chop it up with me. I, you know, enjoy when you guys are vocal, and I enjoy when you guys comment, ask questions, share your perspectives about things, or we can agree on it. I don't have any disagreement about somebody else's experience. So my best friend, Dr. Modena Sinet, may she fly high, would say, can't deny somebody else's truth. Your truth is your truth. Live your truth. I can't tell you that your truth is false. Show thing, baby. This is standing up. Shall I take it? I meditate on your name all night, God, treasuring your revelation, oh God, and a revelation of friendliness and kindness and vulnerability and a familiar spirit is not to be taken for granted, in my opinion. The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Your steadfast love, O Lord, endures forever. Ashe, ashe. I'm going to do a couple of more readings here. So for all you vulnerable spirits out there, thank you. I love you, and I look forward to having more interactions with you, whether it's in person, as we meet out and about around the world, or as we interact here on Elegant Soul Food. However that may happen, I thank you, and I appreciate you, and I see you, and I want you to know I see you, and I appreciate you. I really, really do. I love when people are handled warmly in the world that can be so cold. The world is such a beautiful place, but it's just a few broken people that make it seem like they are the majority and that we are the minority. We are not the minority. We are the majority. Hello. Hi. I do love you. Hi, Orlando. I love you back. Ah, somebody said, am I single? Focus on the message. Hello. What is that? Indros 61. Hello. Hi there. I agree with this. Wine is a mocker and beer is a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. Proverbs 20:1. I've been saying a lot about people that drink, and I always say that alcohol and marijuana are the most socially acceptable addictions. And I'm concerned with the comfort level that people have with them. And I've gone as far as saying I wish they would bring prohibition back. I know how to make wine, and I still would be able to make you some, but at least it would just slow this train down where people are just so casually drinking day in and day out. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise and most likely in pain. The Lord grants wisdom from his mouth, come knowledge and understanding. I just did a video recently that was talking about understanding and things being exposed. You can get exposed to some wisdom, but if you don't understand it, then you can't apply it. You can't even receive it enough to apply it. So understanding is critical. Being exposed is one thing, but I hope you all are able to find, and I know you will be able to find people on your path that you can be vulnerable with, that are safe people, that you can express yourself in a loving way. And I think for every heart that's filled and touched by love, there's a reverberation that just goes out. So within, just imagine you meeting somebody passing in the street and y'all exchange pleasantries and niceties and sincerely say something kind to each other. And just that feeling, it just sparks and it just reverberates. And so it maybe for an 8-10 block radius, all of a sudden it's just a bunch of kind are smiling and just goodwill just comes over people. I just need to believe that that's how the world works, because it feels good to me when I think that, and it feels good when I live that way with people. So until next time, peace, love, and blessings. I see you guys real soon. Take care and let love lead the way. Be caught bold on the right side of love. How about that? Until real soon. Bye.